Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, we'll be talking about taking chances during COVID-19. A lot of entrepreneurs just kind of hunkered down. Others decided this was time to roll the dice. That's next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, on this episode, we're talking about reinventing yourself. And if I remember back to when this company started, Real News PR, it started in my home in 2008, which was a scary time. The housing bubble was bursting, and it was a tough economy. Fast forward, company's doing very well. Now we're in a pandemic, and to talk about reinventing yourself during a pandemic, Steve Kuntz, he owns the Dallas franchise for Diesel Barbershops. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, Jeff, for having me. I'm really excited about this.
Now, you did not come from a hairdressing background, right? You're an engineer.
Right. No, my background is 30 years in IT.
Okay, so tell us the story. How did this happen?
So about 3 years ago, I was sort of burned out in the IT world. I was making really good money, but wanted to do something different with my life. So I decided to step away from the programming world, which I was in for 30 years. Thought I had enough money saved to make it a year, but found I was quickly burning through that. I was randomly in a grocery store, and I ran into a guy I hadn't seen in about 2 or 3 years. It was the strangest thing, or maybe it was fate, I don't know. We started talking, and he asked what I was up to, and I said I was sort of looking to do something different in my life. And he asked if I had ever thought about looking to buy real estate or a franchise. And I was like, no, not really. One thing led to another, and we started going down the road of looking at franchises and discovered the Diesel Barbershop franchise out of San Antonio, and started pursuing that endeavor about 3 years ago.
And it's a great franchise model. In fact, there's a great overview. Let's go ahead and roll that video now.
We want everyone that walks into the shop to feel like they're coming into a buddy's house or a friend's house.
At Diesel Barbershop, our staff takes care of clientele like no other shop that you've ever been to.
Not like a cookie cutter shop. We're totally different. We're completely outside of the box.
And we are all about customer service. We will offer you a beer, soda, or water when you come in. We do the shoulder massage on you. We do the hot towel. We give all of our care and focus to you during your service. It's something that men can enjoy that you can compare to a women's pedicure, getting a massage. It's something for men, and we just love to pamper our clients.
But at the end of the day, it's the way that we make people feel. Like when you get in your car after you get a haircut and you're checking yourself out in the rearview mirror, that is the business that we're in. That's why I like doing what I do.
It's one of the things that I think sets us apart from the competition is we're very much focused on the pampering and the taking care of the man.
This ain't your grandpa's barbershop. I like it. It's cool. It's hip. The vibe is
Yeah.
You were telling me before we went on that you're trying to create an experience.
Yeah, we like to say you're not just getting a haircut, you're getting an experience, and we truly believe in that. Our typical cut, our Diesel Plus, takes about 30-35 minutes, and you are pampered throughout that process with a hot towel treatment, shoulder massage, back of the neck shave, scalp massage, shampoo, haircut. So we like to say you're getting an experience when you come see us.
And you use a straight razor, like an old-fashioned straight razor.
Yeah, if you see one of our barbers on staff, we're doing straight razor shaves, which in the world of COVID can be a rarity. There's some franchise and chains out there that still aren't doing shaving, but we take all the necessary precautionary steps for safety, and there's nothing like having a straight razor shave and hot towel treatment, cold towel treatment. It's a great experience. If you haven't had it done, I highly suggest it. It's an awesome experience.
Absolutely. I think that's awesome. And the video games, it's a great career opportunity for many people. We found another video. Let's go ahead and roll that as well.
I can make the place look good. I can nail the trade dress. I can make an establishment that men and boys want to come to. But from my point of view, the employees are Diesel Barbershop.
Oh, we all get to be who we are. If you have tattoos, if you have piercings, if you have crazy hair.
The culture here is really awesome. One of my favorite things about Diesel is I feel like we're the place for misfit toys.
And also, if you don't have that, if no tattoos, you like to dress a little bit conservative, that's cool too. We accept you for who you are, how you are, with no questions asked.
I remember when I first started working, the position that I was in was receptionist, and now I got bumped up to being shop coordinator now, and it wasn't even a position that was even thought of at the beginning.
Opportunity and Diesel Barbershop, they go together.
My career has been awesome. I started off as a stylist. I quickly made my way up to a manager, which it got better. From there, we opened up more locations. Soon, I was the general manager of the 6 San Antonio locations, and then that's led me to where I'm at now.
Can I roast clips? At Diesel Barbershop, our staff takes care of clientele like no other shop that you've ever been to.
The customer experience, to me, is unique because we want everyone that walks into the shop to feel like they're coming into a buddy's house or a friend's house. And what do you do whenever your friends come over to your place? Hey man, it's good to see you. Can I get you something to drink? Can I get you a beer? Can I get you a soda? Can I get you a water? Play some of the video games while you wait, and then Ash will be with you in just a few minutes.
We give haircuts, we give shaves, we give beard trims, we do waxing, we have benefits, we have vacation time, we have PTO, we have continuing ed, and we pay really well.
I love coming to work. I love the people that I work with. I love the environment that I'm in. Everything feels welcoming. Everyone accepts me for who I am, and it's just a huge, happy family.
So if you are watching this video right now and you are looking for a home and you haven't found where you fit quite yet, Diesel Barbershop is the place to go. I promise we'll take care of you. We want you to come work for us, please.
I take what we're doing very personally. I just want things to be better. I want everyone to be as successful, if not more successful, than when I've been here in San Antonio. And as the founder, if there's anything that I can do to help you get there, that's what I'm going to do for you.
It does look like a really fun place to work.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have to ask you this question because engineers by nature, I think, are risk adverse. So for you to take a chance during, the height of COVID, one, I applaud you, but it had to be scary.
It was, and that's been my biggest challenge, is stepping outside of my comfort zone. I think finally, after about 10 or 11 months, I'm finally getting to that point where I feel a little bit more comfortable doing that. But it has taken time and has been my biggest challenge because I'm used to methodically doing things, planning things out. And I've learned in this industry that things change every minute and you have to be able to react to them very quickly and adapt to it. So that's been the biggest challenge is getting used to that aspect of it.
Sure. Well, the good news for you is people's hair grow all the time. So like if you were in the lawnmower business, you sell one and you might not sell another one for another few years. So that repeat customer business is important.
And that's what we're looking for. There are people that get their hair cut every 2 weeks, but generally you're looking, 3 to 4 weeks, and we want that rebook rate to be high. We want to get that customer back, and that's why we push our experience so much. There's nothing wrong with a 15-minute haircut. There's other franchises that do that very well, but that's just not our experience. We're about coming in, having that complimentary beer, soda, water, free arcade games, sitting down, having a great experience, and that's what we think will get you to come back in the door again.
And you're very reasonably priced for all of that customer service. What do you guys charge?
So our starting haircut is called the Diesel Plus, and for that, it's about a 35 minute experience. And you get your haircut, your shampoo, back of the neck shave, scalp massage, hot towel treatment, and that starts at $35.
That's so reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It's a great experience for the price.
and you're conveniently located. We're going to put a map up so everybody can see where you are. So you're right there at Hillcrest Village.
Yes, it's a complex that's going through a redevelopment. There's a lot of exciting new businesses coming in there. There's a brand new park that was just commissioned a couple months ago. It opened. Their focus is bringing the community back into the local areas instead of having them go out to like Clyde Warren or over to Addison. They're trying to bring the neighborhood back into the community. So it's very exciting. The park that opened, it's just a couple doors down from us. And there's a lot of new restaurants and businesses coming into that older complex. So it's exciting.
Yeah, well, I remember during the height of COVID, a lot of salons and barbershops had to close. Are you seeing kind of a influx in business from people who are now vaccinated and aren't afraid to go out of the house?
So, yeah, we opened last June 30th, and last year was tough. We opened right during a pandemic. If I had my druthers, I probably wouldn't have done that, but we were so far into it and just needed to open. So last year was a little tough as far as people coming out. The last couple weeks, we've really started to see an influx of people coming out. I think it is because of the vaccine. Even if you choose not to get vaccinated, I still think the perceptions out there are changing. And I think frankly, people are just getting a little tired and they want to get out. So we're starting to see the businesses around us, the patios at the restaurants, just packed every night.
Yeah.
I think we're on an uptick, and I'm really encouraged that I think we're going to start seeing a change where people, we have some people coming in that haven't had their hair cut in 3 or 4 months, or their spouse is cutting their hair. So we're seeing a lot of that.
Yeah, I saw a guy on Zoom last week, and he says, "Forgive the COVID hair, but I haven't had a haircut in a year." And so he'd really grown it out.
Yeah.
So congratulations on your success. We're going to put the website up so everybody can get in touch. dieselbarbershop.com. Steve Kuntz, head of the Dallas area franchise. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You bet. And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.